Hey guys, finally time to preview the first game for the last week of Super Rugby Unlocked. It's the Bulls versus the Pumas. It's kind of a dead rubber in a sense because the Bulls are probably going to win this one and then finally win the Super Rugby Unlocked. If you look at the log, the Pumas should just not beat them by 42 points and the Bulls will get the title. They can even lose by 41 points and they will still become Super Rugby Unlocked champions. So it's kind of a dead deal. They're probably gonna get this title in their hands, but it's never just set like that in rugby. Look at what happened last week with the Pumas and the All Blacks, but it's probably gonna happen. If we look at the game, it's gonna be at Loftus Versfeld. If you go on history, it is actually pretty fairly even between the two sides. If you look at the Super Sport Challenge and the Currie Cup games that they have played recently against each other. The two teams, I've been waiting a long time for the Pumas to announce their team. Remember, they kind of had this COVID thing over them, so they haven't been training for like 2 weeks. They've been in isolation. They had their results out this morning, so they're only training on the Friday and then they're playing on the Saturday, and that's it. That's the only training they've had for like 10 days. So yeah, probably not a good chance for them over there. They've made a lot of changes since the last time they did play. The Pumas, the last time they did play was in week 4. Week 5 they had a bye. Week 6 was a cancelled game against the Lions. So they've had quite a few weeks off at the moment. Both teams, they changed their hookers. Cornel Els comes in. I think he's probably, if you have to rank the Bulls hookers at the moment, probably down in the picking order, I would reckon. Harpier van Schoor, he comes in as hooker. I do like how he plays more than the other hookers, but he hasn't really played that much for them. He usually finds himself on the bench. Ruan Kramer and Morgan Nudia versus Trevor Niakane and Jacques van Rooyen. Both of them have been scrumming really well for the Bulls. The second row for the Bulls, Walt Steenkamp and Roan Norkia. Very good second row over there, especially Walt Steenkamp coming from the Cheetahs now at the Bulls. Last time he played for the Bulls as well, he played really well. Going on with that form, especially with Jason Jenkins now going away from them, he's probably going to be the guy that just has to continue with that form. Landberg and Van Vieren, or Jansen Van Vieren for the Pumas, they're going to try and continue on their form. In some games they have been struggling in the line-out time, and that's been costing them sometimes. Then it is Francois Kleinhans versus Marco van Staden at the breakdowns. Both teams change their number 7. Arno Botha, he's going to try and bring some big carries to the game. He's actually played second fiddle a bit this season. Dwayne Vermeulen versus Engelbrecht, two big guys on the field. Vermeulen bringing that big ball carries over the park. Willie Engelbrecht, he's also a big guy. He's a little bit more quiet when he does play number 8. I reckon he's more busy when he's at number 7. Maybe it will change this week. September comes in for Smuts. I think Smuts has been brilliant so far this season. A very busy number 9. We'll see how September goes. Versus Ivan van Zyl, who's a totally different number 9 this season than we know him. Chris Smith, he's in at number 10 versus Fila Boshoff. Smith is in because of Steyn being in close contact to another guy, so he's not going to be playing for this week, maybe next week as well. Depends on how long he needs to be in isolation. Fila Boshoff, pretty good number 10. The two number 12s, they have also been pretty good this season. Very good at breaking the line. Wayne van der Bank and Cornel Hendricks. Both of them, if you do look at them, they're not that big running number 12s that love busting tackles. They're the type of guys that are very good at running at spaces, not faces. Then Erich Cronje versus Gans. Both of them been in good form, especially Gans. I think he's had a brilliant season so far, really putting his hands up for number 13, maybe at the Springboks even. Then you get the wingers for both teams, Etienne Talliard and Obi. Obi gets a rare start for his team. Travis Ismail probably pretty quiet for the Bulls so far. Curtly Orense also a revelation so far this season. So has David Kriel. He's also been great so far this season at number 15. Really someone that we can look out for the future for South African rugby. Devin Williams, he's the guy that's constantly in the Pumas side. Everything has been shifting around for their whole side, but number 15, he is always there. Very secure player under the ball. He's a good playmaker as well. Good to have him there as well. The benches do change for both sides. Again, only one change for the Bulls though. The Pumas, they changed basically everything. They brought in a new hooker and prop. Then they also brought in some second row reinforcement with Valentine. Then Martins comes in, Smuts, like I said, that busy number 9 is there as well. Then number 23, Mafura, he's a very quick winger to bring on. The Bulls, they have Joe van Zyl, Steenekamp and Marcel van der Merwe, very good front row to bring on there. Manjesi, he's also playing second fiddle again to Walt Steenkamp at the Bulls now. Nizam Kar, he's been on the bench most of the season. Papier doing that as well. Clinton Swart, he's going to get a rare bit of game time now with Steyn being out for this game. And then Janse van Vieren, he's going to find himself playing winger once again. Guys, I can't see it going any other way than the Bulls. The Pumas, they haven't played in 3 weeks, they haven't trained in 2 weeks, and they only trained once this week for this game. I really don't see it happening. Maybe they can cause an upset and get the win, but regardless of that, the Bulls are going to become champions of the Super Rugby Unlocked. I do call the Bulls to win though, I think by 25 points. Let me know your prediction down in the comments below. Check out these videos next to me. There's a lot of rugby on this weekend, and then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.